up, VZ? We back with another video. You see the thumbnail, you see the title. Trump is getting slammed for not, you know what I'm saying, showing his medical records. I guess that's a big deal. So we're about to see what the video is about. Let's get right into it. Let's go.
Former President Donald Trump is responding to calls from the Harris campaign to release his medical records. He responded in a very late-night Truth Social post saying, quote, "I put out more medical exams than any other president in history and aced 2 cognitive exams. The doctor stated that my cognitive exams were exceptional." So reading a quote here, "I am far healthier than Clinton, Bush, Obama, Biden, but especially Kamala." Just fact-checking here, he has not released more medical exams than any other president in history. He has released relatively little detailed information about his own medical history. But let's continue this conversation with CNN political commentator Shermichael Singleton and Paul Begala. Shermichael, I'll go to you first. Is the former president hiding something here? What's going on?
Look, I don't know if he's hiding anything, but what I do know is that he's falling for the trap. He's falling for the bait. And look, I got to give it to the Harris campaign for baiting the former president. Is exactly what she did in the debate they had several weeks ago, and he fell for it. This election is close. I would advise him, don't waste your time responding to this type of stuff. Focus on the issues. But I will also give credit to the Harris campaign. It's important to know what gets under your opponent's skin, and you're seeing it in real time.
Yeah, Paul, Trump says he's far healthier than Clinton, Bush, Obama, Biden, and Kamala Harris. Your thoughts?
Prove it. Prove it, Donald. Put out your medical records. Look, Thomas Jefferson said, when a person becomes a public official, they become public property. Okay? Our presidents have an obligation morally. They don't have one legally. I wish they did. They have a moral obligation to tell the American people about their health. We've had in history presidents hide health crises. I think of JFK, for example, had Addison's disease and lied about it. And we needed to know that. So I think this could be tragically serious. The reason, I've done this a long time, the reason politicians don't put something out is because they can't, right? Because they don't want to, because there's something in there they don't want you to see. He won't put out his medical records. And after this episode yesterday, where he stopped answering questions at his own town hall from his own supporters, and then stood there oddly for 39 minutes, swaying to YMCA and other disco. I mean, it was, seriously, think about it.
Yeah,
if your Uncle Donald did that at a school board meeting, you'd have an intervention. You'd call a doctor.
Well, and there were all these questions about Joe Biden's, health and so on, and it led to his departure from the race. And I mean, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So I heard. But let's show some of this rally yesterday. His rally derailed yesterday, Shermichael, after 2 attendees of the rally needed some medical attention, and then this happened. Let's take a look.
Go and vote. Let me hear that music, please.
Everyone, let's thank President Trump.
Nice and loud. So play YMCA. Go ahead. Let's go. Nice and loud.
Here we go, everybody.
Yeah. They're playing YMCA. I'm just asking why, Shermichael? Why? 39 minutes.
Look, Jim, I don't know. Look, the president, former president rather, is an unorthodox candidate, to say the least. I think we all know that. I take a lot of Paul's points. I think he has some validity to some of the things that he stated. But again, I think strategically speaking, and I'm just looking at this as objectively as I possibly can, the Harris campaign is, I guess, putting forward smart strategy, as I said before, in real time. We're seeing the result. The vice president's argument as of late has been, and even I think a day or two ago, she had a big screen up showcasing some of the former president's previous statements. And she said, listen to what he's saying. Listen to how unhinged he is. You shouldn't vote for this person. And now they're baiting him with the vice president in that interview with Roland Martin by saying, why won't he release his medical records? And then the former president is falling for that. So again, Jim, my point here is it's an effective strategy from the vice president and her campaign, and Trump is falling for it, and he shouldn't. He's playing right into their cards, right into their hands.
But there's something else going on here, and that was supposed to be a town hall where he was going to take questions, and he just stopped taking questions and decided to keep dancing. He wouldn't do 60 minutes. He's not releasing his medical records. pretty much the only time you see him do an interview these days, it's on Fox, which is basically like, professional wrestling. It's choreographed in advance. Paul Begala, it does seem as though if you look at what's taking place in the last stage of this camp, he doesn't want to debate Kamala Harris. The former president is he's not kind. He is hiding. He's hiding from taking serious questions in this final stage of the campaign.
Yeah, look, I'm not a doctor, so I have no idea what's behind it. But I can just tell you as a layman, that boy ain't right. He needs a checkup from the neck up, okay? There's something going on with him. And yeah, it's Donald Trump. He's always eccentric. Go look at tape of him 9 years ago. Jim, you covered him every day at the White House. Yeah. He wasn't like this.
No, that's right.
I think the Harris campaign, they've done something really smart here. For the longest time, anytime Democrats talk about Trump, including myself, I was guilty of this, we would scream and yell that he was a dictator and a strongman. That only strengthened him with his supporters. Kamala Harris is pointing out the ugly truth, the sad truth, it's really sad, that he's now just weak and unstable and unhinged. It's not that he's always so powerful and strong. It's that that poor boy, I'm serious, like he needs a glass of water, he needs a nap. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
Jim, if I could just jump in quickly here, I will say this. It may be, and Paul, you and I have talked about this off camera, it may be a part of a strategy from the campaign. Maybe they think, God, if we put the former president out here more, if we put him out before adversarial journalists, at least from their perspective, he may say something that could potentially turn off voters. So maybe we play it smart, put him on Fox, and put him at his rallies. That could be a part of a tactical strategy from the campaign, and it wouldn't be a bad strategy.
And I just want to say, for the folks at home who are saying, why are you picking on Donald Trump? When there were questions about Joe Biden, whether he was fit to be the Democratic nominee, we had David Axelrod on. We had David Gergen on. I had Douglas Brinkley on, all questioning whether or not Joe Biden should continue as a Democratic nominee.
Right.
There really isn't anybody asking this question about Donald Trump. Go ahead. Sorry, Paul.
Well, yeah, the Democrats have a political party. Political parties exist to win. Democrats believed that Biden could not win. I was one of them. Biden stepped aside. The Republicans have now become a cult of personality. Trump is not their strongest candidate. He's the only president since Herbert Hoover who lost the House, the Senate, and the White House in 4 years. That's hard to do. So he's not, believe me, they could have put somebody else up. They'd be up by 10 points right now. People want change. Democrats are in the White House. This should be a Republican election. So, but they've formed this cult of personality, and they will defend the indefensible. Not sure, Michael, you've been very candid about this, but the real MAGA acolytes around him are not doing the country any favors by advancing some guy who's clearly just unhinged and too weak to do the job.
But you know what's so interesting about this, Paul, and I've thought a lot about this, the race is tied. And I don't think it's just the Trump voters who have allowed the president to showcase this interesting level of strength that's typically underestimated. And so, looking at this, you're wondering, well, who are the voters out there? Who are those swing voters, those independent voters who are saying, you know what, maybe I don't like the personality, maybe I don't like the traits, but there are other issues that I think he's stronger on. They appear to be supporting him, which is why the vice president doesn't have the lead that she had a couple weeks ago.
All right, guys, really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Good conversation.
Thanks, Jim.
Why is he not releasing his records? Stop trying to be sneaky, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trump really needs to check up from the neck up. Nah, the guy saying that's funny as hell. Medical records, taxes, school grades. I'll take things that fraudsters hide for $200. That's crazy as hell. That boy ain't right. No medical records, no tax return, no debate. Coward. Facts, man. I agree. I'm not gonna lie. I do agree. That is a coward movement. Why did he stop his little rally short and start playing music? What was that for? Y'all let me know down in the comment section, man. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this little health thing. Why he not releasing his health records? Is he trying to hide something? Is it not that important to him? Is that an important thing to do? Yeah, please let me know. Yeah. If you like the video, comment on the video, hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload. Subscribe. If you want me to react to anything, you put it down in the comment section. Ping the YouTube video you want me to react to, and I'll react to it, y'all. But I got way more videos to do. I love y'all. Peace and love, baby. And we out.